Hi. So I'm gonna do this live stream really quick. At least that's the goal with every live stream, and then I am going super in depth. But we're gonna chat about what to do if you're losing subscribers and if you're losing followers. What to do if you lose just like one subscriber or follower, and that happens to bother you. Because as smaller creators, sometimes it does. Like I've caught myself one time where I was just like, damn, like who was that left? Like, did they have to leave? I want to help you to shift your mentality on that being a negative and turn it into a positive because it could be a good thing. Got me a Starbucks cup. Look how pretty it is. And as soon as I got this, I went into another location and I saw like this purple bedazzled one. And I was like, I don't need it. I don't need it. But if I go back and it's there, I need it. For those of you guys who get that SpongeBob reference. Okay, I'm just going to get into it. I'm going to be sharing 4 ways to look at it being not so much of a bad thing. Things to remind yourself if, like, let's say losing a subscriber, you losing a follower, losing followers gets to you, how to like brush it off and like not even be fazed by it, because sometimes that can get to some of us who are building from scratch. You know, it takes a lot of work and commitment. And when we see our progress declining, how could it not get to us sometimes? Let's be real. So, first of all, those who aren't for you aren't for you. And if you're authentic in your content, there are going to be people that absolutely love you. And they'll be the polar opposite, of course. There'll be people that absolutely hate you. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can try to be liked by everyone, but that's just not a good goal, because not everyone's going to like who you are. Like everyone has their own preference, and there's nothing wrong with people not liking you. And it's not really about you sometimes. Some people just don't vibe with your vibe. Like I had some people in person that personally don't like me because I'm just naturally energetic. Like I naturally have, what is it called? A high vibration, I guess. And people who have, I found a pattern that I'm starting to notice, that people that have a low vibration don't like me. Some of them will pretend to like me, but I notice that people who have a low vibration most of the time, I get, hey, chill. There's this kid that lives in my building that loves to play with Pepsi at the door. Like he'll literally knock on, like he'll like pat on a door to like try to play with Pepsi. It's the funniest thing. And one time I was like taking out the trash and he was like, hi. He was just like standing in front of my door. I'm like, what the? And then I let Pepsi out. It was the cutest thing. They got to bond and everything. And it's just, they have like this type of connection with, you know, he tats on the door like, yeah. And then Pepsi will bark like she's a freaking pit bull. It's really funny. And except for when it's like the middle of the night and I'm sleeping. But yeah, back to what I was saying, you know, those that aren't for you. There are going to be people that are literally triggered by you, and it has nothing to do with you. Like if you're selling a service, let's say someone is avoiding the help that you're offering. Let's say there's someone watching you and following you that really isn't ready for help, that really just doesn't want to be reminded about how they need help, that doesn't want to focus on that right now. They might unfollow you, and it's not about you. It's just like they're not for you right now. And sometimes those followers and subscribers will come back, but you have to realize that like some people aren't for you and some people are. Another thing is, this doesn't count for this doesn't count for those of you who do sub for sub. That is literally pointless. I have a whole video about it. If you want the link to it, just look it up. It's not good for a channel to do sub for sub, because literally YouTube it's just like it goes against YouTube policy. And if you have, YouTube looks at How many people subscribe to you are actually watching you? And that's a factor into them pushing your content. So if, let's say you have 100 subscribers and only one person's coming back to watch you because 99 of your subscribers are bot or fake, YouTube's not going to push your channel because they're like, no one's watching her. So it doesn't really matter how many subscribers she has. So you can sit here and put on that facade, but at the end of the day, you don't want people who are subscribed to you who aren't watching you, because the more people who are watching you and subscribe, the better. It would be better for you to lose that subscriber that doesn't like what you're doing than for you to have that subscriber on your channel subscribe to you and not watching you, because that kind of like weighs in the factor of like the ratio of how many subscribers are actually watching you, coming back to your videos. A lot of channels are stagnant because a lot of the followers from the beginning were like bought or follow for follow, like for like, and YouTube can see that. Like, YouTube's really advanced, and the same for other platforms. So do you want people who aren't watching your content? Like, do you really want people that aren't watching your content to be subscribed to you? For what? To like be a number? What fun is that number if your channel isn't actually going to grow long term, because YouTube isn't going to push your content if people aren't actually watching your content, unless you want to take it the extra mile and buy views and buy likes and buy comments and just buy fraudulentness, which some people have done in the beginning and they were successful, but very few. Like, I wouldn't do it if I were you, because like the algorithm is very detailed, and it's just a lot of investing in things just to like put on a facade. Like, you don't want people subscribed to you that aren't watching you, not just for the sake of like some people aren't for you, but also it's like your channel data. It's not going to look good, and YouTube isn't going to push your channel if most people that are subscribed to you aren't watching you. So that's a great way to look at it. Whenever I actually caught myself the other day, I was just like, I lost 2 subscribers the other day, and I don't fixate on how many subscribers I have, but I do upload often. Like, I've been uploading shorts a lot recently, and when I upload, I see it. I like see, because I have multiple channels. Excuse me, the water. I'll upload. I have multiple channels, so like I'll go on my, like, I have a channel where I put on dog TV for Pepsi, and like when I switch my channels, I can see like how many subscribers I have. And I remember I caught myself and I was like, oh, I lost 2 subscribers. Damn, like, okay, like. But then I realized, like, literally the very next day, if it wasn't the very next day, it was that week, I gained 4 more subscribers. And that's another way to look at it. For every person who unsubscribes or unfollows you, 2 people who actually appreciate your content, who actually love your content and will come back for more, will follow you and subscribe to you. Every time I lose a follower or a subscriber, I gain 2 to 3 more. So what's the point of even making a deal out of it? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You know, you don't see bigger YouTubers sad about, like, let's say you had 500,000 subscribers, 500,000 and like 159 subscribers. If you had 500 and 158 subscribers, would you be sad about that? No, because you know, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, you still got those 500,000 and 100 and something subscribers. And that's the way you need to look at it for a small channel, not even just a YouTube channel, but a small following on Instagram, a small following on TikTok. If you lose someone, if someone decides to not follow you anymore, 3, 2, sometimes even 10 more people will follow you and subscribe to you that actually mess with your content. And that's something to look forward to. It's like, okay, they weren't for me, but there's going to be 10 more people that find me who are for me. And just because I'm losing followers, just because I'm losing subscribers, that doesn't mean that my stuff isn't growing. You need to have that attitude, having a small following Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, whatever it may be. You need to have that attitude, because if you're having a pity party over losing like a few subscribers, a few followers, it's just going to attract more. You're going to like lose the confidence to keep doing what you're doing to grow your platform. And then you're going to plateau. Like, you have to go in it with the attitude of like, okay, those people weren't for me. Well, it's okay. They're lost. It's like, I'll have more people who are for me, because you're not going to be for everyone, especially if you're posting like authentic content. Usually like people who are opposite of you aren't going to vibe with who you are. Like, that's just how it is in person and online. It's impossible to please everyone. You'll go mad trying to do that. And you won't feel that bliss, that happiness of being a creator and just being able to post what you want if you're trying to be who you're not to keep subscribers and followers. Just be yourself. Honestly, it's better to be yourself in the beginning of making content. Right now, even if it's not the beginning, right now, if you commit to being yourself, at least in the future, when you're building your audience, once your audience grows more and more and more, it's nothing new to them. Like, if you switched up and actually showed your true colors, if you switched up and actually started doing what you want to do, like, it's not like, oh, I didn't subscribe to this, I don't really want this. Like, just be yourself and you'll attract more people who vibe with you, and you will detract, it will subtract all the people that don't, which is a good thing. Why would you want, I mean, I guess like people that aren't vibing with you and watch your content still does help your engagement, of course. Like, no matter if you're like liking, or even if you're unsubscribed, if you're watching my top content, you're like boosting my data on YouTube. So even if people unsubscribe to you, you also gotta realize that just because people aren't subscribed to you doesn't mean people don't watch you. Just because people aren't following you doesn't mean people aren't watching you. Just because someone just decided to like not engage in your stuff doesn't mean they're not secretly watching you. And regardless of if someone subscribes to you or not, YouTube looks at the retention of how long you're watching your videos. They don't really care about your subscribers. Like, I've seen people with a low amount of subscribers get lots of views, and that is a lot better than having a ton of subscribers and like not getting any views, because it's like, what are they doing? Like, what are those subscribers doing besides being like a _age? It's not gonna get you paid. It's not gonna get you paid, because what gets you paid is actually having people who are invested in your content, people who are invested in you. So it's good to kind of weed out those people who aren't. Also, the last thing I want to mention is sometimes people, I have had a lot of people in the past who, like my other channel, when I first started it, and I was guilty of this for a little bit. I had a little phase in the beginning where I kind of was in that sub for sub realm because it was normalized and I was introduced to it, but I realized, it's just not, it's pointless. And even though now I realize it's pointless and I don't do it anymore, I've never done it with this channel and literally despise it because it's so stupid. I'm sorry, but it's just like some people will subscribe to you just because they want you to subscribe to them. And like, sometimes you won't even like tell them to. Like, I've had some people like DM me like, subscribe to my channel, I just subscribed to your channel. And I will literally send them the link to that video about how sub for sub is stupid and not productive and will destroy your channel. And if they watch it, they watch it. Hopefully they do, because then it helps them out. I've had some people be like, oh, thank you. Actually, I didn't realize that. But some people will subscribe to you in hopes that you'll subscribe to them. And when they realize that you're not returning the favor, even though it's like, it's not an exchange, it's like subscribed. Even though it's like not something you signed up for, some people will just automatically think that everyone do sub for sub. Everyone does like follow for follow. There will be people who will like DM you. Like I have a lot of spam DMs that I don't even see until I open up, like, you know, like how there's messages that are like hidden unless you actually go to them because they're so spammy. Like you don't even get them to your direct message. I have a lot of those where people will be like, I just subscribed. I love your videos. Subscribe to my channel. Please like my videos. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, if you really watch my channel, you know I'm not about that. Like, what do you... So some people, sometimes you'll lose followers and subscribers because they just subscribed and followed you to get your follow and subscribe back, which is a good thing that they're gone, because like we don't need ghosts, because it just kind of doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. And it's like, we don't need you here. So the next time you lose subscribers or followers, just like see it as a good thing. See it as, okay, thank you. Next. See it as like, one less problem without you. Well, Ari has a lot of songs that just relate to this topic, but see it as a good thing, because those that leave your energy, that don't vibe with it, then comes more people who do vibe with it. That's just the way it goes. For those of you who do beat yourself up over that, know that growth is not linear. Growth is like bloop, 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 bloop. So if you're like in the middle of a bloop, it's okay. You're gonna go back up, and it's just ebbs and flows. You know, don't let a few losses stop you from gaining your wins, because losses are inevitable. And I'm gonna end off the live stream here. I think this is my shortest live stream. Wow, I actually did do this quick. Let me not jinx myself. All right, I'm gonna dip. I was gonna say happy early Halloween, but I'm gonna be live. Am I gonna be live streaming tomorrow? I might drop a podcast episode tomorrow. I'm like contemplating if I should drop the podcast episode or live stream again. But if I don't live stream tomorrow, I want to say happy Halloween. Should I get my costume? Let me just get in the Halloween spirit. Guess what I am? My hair is just like too big. And yes, it's natural. Oh, but I have to expose that the backdrop isn't actually my window for you to actually see it. I don't think I could wear this with my hair like this. So I'm going to have to like do like a bun or something. This doesn't even look right. Okay. No, I need like hairs in the front. I don't like, oh my God, I'm like exposing myself so much right now. I'm just like, okay. All right. I like to have hairs in the front. Or at least a little hair in the front. We're gonna make this work. Oh my God, what is this? Okay. This is something. That's what I love about my hair, is I could just mold it into whatever. Cha-cha-cha-chia. All right, this is not going as down as I'd like it to, because I don't have any hair products on me right now. They're like in my bathroom. Let me like hide the hair bow. Oh yeah. Where's the... Oh, I grabbed the wrong piece. It comes with a... Hold on, I'm supposed to get the nose. I forgot the nose. Okay. I don't think I'm going to actually wear the nose out. But it comes with a nose. This is like so stupid. All right. Pepsi's like, what's going on? Mommy, why are you turning into a mouse? It's okay, Pepsi. I'm still human. She's like, what's going on? She's literally like trying to hop on my lap. Okay, no, I can't do the nose, but I'm a mouse. Duh. I got it from Mean Girls because I went to go see the Mean Girls musical. And, you know, if you've seen a musical, it also comes with this. Maybe I'll do this. This is so stupid. In the musical, the blonde girl, the Dimbo, inside of Mean Girls, she had like a whole musical number about like how Halloween's fun because like you can be anything but sexy. And I normally don't do anything on Halloween, and I'm probably not going to do anything this year for Halloween. Probably just watch some scary movies. I was thinking about crashing a college party, but I'm just such a homebody. Maybe next year. But there's a scene in Mean Girls where she's like, I'm a mouse, duh, because they're like, what are you? And all she had was like mouse ears and like a tail and a dress. And then she was a mouse inside of the musical. And I thought it was a pretty cool musical number in the musical. So I was like, okay, no, I'm a mouse, duh. And I'm probably gonna wear it to work. just to be extra. I'm probably not gonna wear the tie, but I'm gonna wear the mouse ears for sure. You can't tell me nothing. I've been wearing headbands a lot, so if like my manager is like, take those off, I'm like, what are you talking about? This is a headband. Mouse ears where? I can't get rid of my mouse tool. Or I'll be a mouse fool. All right, that's enough playing with my costume. I hope you guys all have a happy Halloween. If you celebrate Halloween, if you don't, that's cool. I hope you have a great weekend. I might be live streaming tomorrow, but if I don't live stream on another topic tomorrow, then I will be releasing a podcast. So definitely make sure your post notifications are on for this channel. You're just going to go near this. If they're not already on, next to the subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, there's an option to put on all notifications, some notifications, and none. If you want to not miss out on another live stream and join me on the next one and be notified when I post, because sometimes YouTube doesn't share all the time when people you're subscribed to post. And I post a lot, so I want to be surprised if like you might have been missing out on some fun. Make sure all your notifications are on, and I'll see you in the next video.